welcome everybody and to another cast. This time we have another Division 1 matchup in Bhutan. Yeah, Mr. Blue again. We already had him last week in Finland, but since we again had his recording, we thought why not why not check out his gameplay again? Like, this time against Nimrif though, which is a great, pretty strong opponent, and yeah, let's see if he can beat Nimrif and or if Nimrif is too strong. Again, this time, again, like for the last Division 1 video, I'm joined by Baseman.
Hello.
Hello. So yeah, what do you think? Who's gonna win?
Well, both players lost their first game. Nimrif lost against me. Mr. Blue had a very, very close loss against Bluekey. 101, like 1 point away from draw. So both are probably very determined to win this. So, but in Bhutan, that's gonna be very difficult to do because, well, it's a bit of dodgy country. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Again, a pretty good transition this time. I nailed the word. No. Anyway, yeah, Bhutan, pretty hard country for people who don't practice it. After some practice, you kind of get to know the roads and kind of know where to guess landscape-wise, and know where it's flat, know where it's hilly, know where it's dry, know where it's wet, humid, whatever. And yeah, I like to compare it to Jordan because of its yeah, there are not many roads covered, and with a couple of games practice, you could get already a pretty good grip of what's where.
That's funny because before this, I was thinking of like which country in Reddit League was similar to Bhutan, and I was thinking of Lesotho.
Did we have that? I didn't play then.
I think that was the season before you joined.
Season 2 or 3. No, 2.
It was season 2. Where you also have like a small country where landscape guessing isn't ideal, and you need the luck to find some clues. But yeah, for Bhutan, it's a bit weird. Like in towns, you are quick to find the town name, but hunting will be hard. Outside of that, it's just a bit of a crapshoot in terms of, well, where are you? You need to rely on kilometer markers and signs that tell you close by town or province. So yeah, it's gonna be very seat dependent, and depending on which way you might go. So we might see a winner based on luck, but yeah, we'll have to see.
Yeah. And with these words, let's switch over to the game. And I will start the round 1 right now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
this is your typical Bhutan round.
That's true, yeah. Again, not again. Pretty high up in the mountains, and you're just trying to find the milestone, or rather kilometer marker, which tells you the close by or distances to bigger town coming up in this direction. On these small mountain roads, you might find them not as frequently as on bigger ones, but we'll see if the players manage to find them.
Yeah, the interesting thing here is that players are going in opposite way. Mr. Blue went same with Nimrif, but he then turned around maybe because of the bad movement. So we'll have to see like what if one way is better than the other in terms of finding clues. But yeah, this is typical for like rural Bhutan. You just have to look to find something here.
Yeah, and we're about in the half of the time right now, so yeah, we still didn't find, or the players still didn't find anything, and Mr. Blue is going into the map right now, and Let's try a landscape guess probably where this could be. There are not many possibilities because not many roads are covered, and but he didn't. No, he got a pin down. I just didn't see that. And but
Yeah, I mean the yellow highways are all basically covered. The problem is more so that there's not really anything distinctive to like you know see a difference between the road to Quencheling or the road to Gefu, for example. So
true, yeah.
that's just gonna be a bit of a gamble for both players here, as they neither have found anything here, as far as I've seen.
Yeah, Nimrif is getting his pin down far down in a valley with the river very close. I'm not sure if that can actually be it because I can't see a river on his screen.
I don't know. Maybe in the distance there.
We seem we seem kind of high up for too. We seem too high up for that, in my opinion. But yeah.
I find altitude a bit of a difficult measure in.
That's true. Yeah, maybe. And so yeah, time's up, and it is Mr. Blue who is about 1,000 points closer, and about 14 kilometers. So yeah, it was a pretty rough round, but both of them kind of managed to landscape guess or estimate which road it might be. So yeah, I didn't see any info on their screen, so that's why I'm saying that.
I can only speak for myself here, but I just made a gamble here. Maybe they got like a feel of this feels more so like the road, like this road than the other road going south. But yeah, just really hard to get something from that. So for this instance, really good guess from both. Mr. Blue just a bit closer. But yeah, this is what you can expect in this country.
Yeah, so let's jump into the second round right now. And there is the Buddha statue. Pretty famous. If you know it, it's an easy 5K for you. I think it's the only one, or the only one with coverage at least. If you've seen it before, you're gonna have an easy 5K there.
I practiced a lot, but I actually have never seen it before.
That is interesting.
Yeah. So but I mean, you might just guess that it would be near Tinfu because such a huge monument would be there. I think Mr. Blue already figured it out. He probably got around.
Yeah, Nimrif is close as well. Not quite on the right curve there, but not far. Yeah, Mr. Blue has it pretty much.
In terms of pinpointing, this is as good as you can get really in Tan. So
yeah, surprisingly
should be an easy 5K for both of them.
Surprisingly, there is a road coming off on a polygonal map, which is always a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. This has happened after all.
Yeah, and with the
yeah, Mr. Blue got it already, and Nimrif has his pin on it, so shouldn't be a problem.
True, yeah. With about half of their time left, they both figured it out, and that's the guess for Nimrif. So yeah, easy second round. Not many points to make up for Nimrif there.
Yeah, Nimrif. I mean, I don't know if I think Mr. Blue played after him. But yeah, if he would think I might be behind, then he would wish for a less easier round, but still a round where you can get clues by maybe going the right way and Mr. Blue going the wrong way. So yeah, but we'll have to see if those rounds will appear.
So yeah, let's just jump into the third round of the 5 right now. So far, so mountainous again. Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be another matter of goes the right way, finds the right kilometer markers. Yeah, and landscape guessing right now, I have no idea where to put this. Just somewhere, one of the southern roads, I guess.
And there is a very nice sign, or
Yeah.
waystone.
Well, sign. I mean, technically it's a sign. I'm not sure about the semantics about it, but credentialing on the one end, info on the other end, so the road where he's on should be clear. Gadu's like 4 kilometers away. Mr. Blue just found the same.
Yeah, maybe it's a rock, not a sign or whatever. Also interesting that Nimrif is using the new compass. I still find it pretty confusing, and it's harder to cast games with a with this compass because it's harder to see in which direction he's going. I think.
I personally don't like it, but I think it might be used because if you want to like have the angle of the road with the compass Nimrif uses, you can be sure that you're pointing directly north to line it up with the map. Whereas with the compass, it can be a little off, maybe, if it's really if you're really depending on road direction.
Yeah.
But yeah, I prefer the classic compass myself, just to see, just to get a feel of where I'm going. Not look up there when I'm checking which direction I'm going.
I think
To each your own.
I think it would just be like a getting used to it thing after some playing. You would get used to it and also would be able to use it pretty well.
True, but personally, would just. By the way, both are in the pinpointing stages while we were talking about compasses. But yeah, it might be a matter of getting used to it. Definitely, Mr. Blue, meanwhile, found it perfectly.
Interesting. Definitely not not an easy pinpoint there. You have to find the right curve, and Nimrif is a bit further south there.
He's close enough though, but I mean, if Mr. Blue pinpoints, then
oh, and this.
Well, yeah.
Oh, never mind.
They moved it back. Should have kept it there.
Yes.
We change it.
Slightly better, not far though. Not much.
Got a slight advantage, but yeah. I mean, still not quite a big difference between the two. So Blue is just a few points ahead again with that pinpoint, which is very impressive in my opinion because I've input that for like half time, and it was just very difficult. So good job,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely one of the harder pinpoints for Bhutan's level. I mean, if you don't find any information, that might be harder, but that's not really called pinpointing then, is it? So yeah, let's just hop into the fourth round. Yeah, fourth round right about now. Instantly, very, very easy to guess in which city we are because it's pretty much the only flat one, and it should be Galafu. And yeah. As well, yeah. If you didn't practice right now, you should know in which town you are. Galefu Sarpang.
I mean, even if you didn't practice, Galefu's show upable. I know that's a word on the map. So, and now it's just a matter of pinpointing because they both know which city they're in, obviously. So, how they will go in doing that will be interesting to me. Nimrif taking a side road actually, which I'm surprised at because it doesn't look like the best.
I mean, it can be a good idea because you can get a feeling of where you are with significant curves. You know, the main road is a pretty straight line and hard to pinpoint, but if you manage to find a side road that has interesting features, that might be actually a good idea to go there.
Yeah, well, was it dead end anyway for Nimrif, so...
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, you might... my screen's looking at a petrol station right now, so that might be a... indication. I do that often in Africa. petrol stations for POIs, but I don't know if that is good for Bhutan.
I didn't
Um,
check that. Apologies, I just got an email. If you heard the sound, I'm not sure.
no, I didn't hear anything, but
Yeah, I mean the recording, not you. You shouldn't have been able to hear that.
both of them do think they're on the yellow road. It's just a matter of, well, which hype road am I
True,
gonna
yeah.
start at? So they're probably just looking at the POIs. Not too reliable in Bhutan, I must say. But you need something to get an
Hmm.
estimate of where you are.
Yeah. It is possible to pinpoint this location, as we've seen in the first recording released this week. But we will see if either of them manage to. And Nimrif is 10 points short of a 5k. He guessed early, but just about 70 meters too far south on the road there.
Yeah, like I said, it's difficult with, there's a lot of POIs on the map, but not necessarily ones you would see in Street View.
Yeah.
Mr. Blue, like, I know him, just takes his time, does what he needs to know, and just tries to gain as much knowledge before making a choice.
Yeah, that's a good idea, probably. Better than be stressed out than make rash decisions. And his time is up, and he gets a 5k, so his lead is slightly by 10 points bigger now, which might be enough for a win. We'll see in the last location if
I mean, I wouldn't say 10 points would make the difference in a country like Bhutan.
yeah, that's true.
Especially if the next round is gonna be like round 1 or round 3. Those extra 10 points, or for that matter, points in round 2. Oh no, wait, they're both 5k. That I mean, round 3. I mean, sorry. That will matter if the last round will be difficult, and it might depend on which road they go. But yeah, let's just see what they'll get.
Yeah, always exciting to see the last round, and we'll see it in 3, 2, 1, go. And again, like last video, I made a countdown for some reason. Just probably a La Ligue Intercommu habit, I don't know.
No problem. Like, yeah, we always do that too. Just 3, 2, 1 before starting. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is what Nimrif might need to get that lead back.
Yeah, it looks good. It completely depends on on who sees what information here, and there is some information for Nimrif already, and he seems to be able to do something with it.
Didn't see the names on that road marker there, but he seems to know where it's at, or he's just taking a guess. I don't know.
Both possible for sure.
He seems to be relatively confident that this is the road, though. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Who's still looking for anything? Meanwhile.
Yeah, I mean his guess makes definitely sense from a unknowing perspective. I mean, high up in the mountains, bigger road, very possible that it's the actual road there. Pinpointing is a whole other story, though.
Yeah, well, for me, it really wouldn't know what would make this the road to Quencholing, in contrast with, for example, the road going to Kalefu. But for me, at least, Bhutan landscape guessing is just not reliable at all. But yeah, just maybe Nimrif knows it better. I don't know. He's of course an experienced player in Takomu, and at this point also in Red League. So
Yeah, Mr. Blue, the player that has been in the Reddit League for longer, though, seems to be still on the look for some information. Has not yet place the pin. So yeah, he's just still hoping for some information.
I haven't paid much attention to Mr. Blue screen, more been looking at Nimrif, but I don't know if he missed maybe a road marker that gave some town names. Meanwhile, Nimrif seems really sure of Haitian.
And yeah, that might actually, if he's correct, that might actually be enough for him to win. And yeah, he has 5k then, which is
Holy shit.
pretty impressive. Didn't
That's
think that
insane.
didn't think that would be possible in this round, but as he has shown us right now,
Yeah,
with
Mr.
enough
Blue,
practice,
yeah,
everything is
yeah.
possible. Yeah, Mr. Blue is unfortunately a bit
Yeah.
far to north, too far north. And let's just take a look at the total score. About 23k, 22.7k for Nimrif, and 22.2k for Mr. Blue. Again,
That's lucky.
yeah, again, like in our other cast we made, the last round coming in clutch for the player that was behind all for all of the for the rest of the game. This is pretty infuriating for those on the lower end of oh no
Yeah, well,
yeah, for
the
those
thing is,
losing.
the thing is, Mr. Blue, he actually had a really good score. I think in the overall table of this seed, still in the top 10. So he just got really unlucky. I think he did get a bonus point for this, because he was still among the top 5 best scorers of this division. Yeah, it's just really painful losing from this because against a lot of other opponents he definitely would have won, but he was up against Nimrif, who had a really good day. I'm especially super impressed with that with the 5k on this round, because there was definitely not a lot of information there. He might have known the road there,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I've talked to Mr. Blue about this. We talk a bit every time during every Reddit League game, and he was just frustrated with that because he had a very narrow loss against Bluky in the first round, and now this. It can happen, but it's very frustrating. At least he gets a bonus point. But yeah, this is the luck of GeoGuessr sometimes. That's
very true. Yeah.
what you have to take away from this this match.
Yeah. Very, very, very infuriating for Mr. Blue, as you said. But hopefully he'll bounce back on his world map next week. We'll see about that in the show next Sunday. I think it's gonna drop. We'll see about that. I'm not in charge of that.
That should be cast too, I think, because it's Calamity against Mr. Blue next week. So
Oh yeah.
we're probably gonna see a cast of that as well. So look out for that in the meantime.
For sure, yeah. And with that, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day or night or whatever. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye.